There seems to be some very interesting things happening right now around Ripple and even XRP. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. Ripple Swell is back in town, and this is one of the biggest meetings that I think everyone around crypto should be focused on, because this is not like your typical crypto event. No. This is a banking event in the disguise of a crypto event. If we scroll down, we can see some information behind this. I strongly encourage everyone to join the free Discord. There's going to be a link at the top of the description below. This is one of the most valuable and informative Discords out there, and it's completely free. There's a free side that has a ton of free crypto gems, free market strategies, guides, market trends, free charts, and there's also going to be new cheat sheets dropped in this Discord. And already we have a ton of testimonials from members of the Discord that have been absolutely loving it. So what are you waiting for? Go and click the link at the top of the description below and join the free Discord. Swell draws the brightest minds and leaders across payments, financial services, blockchain, digital assets, and economic policy. Ripple's annual flagship event serves as a dynamic platform for thought-provoking discussions, groundbreaking insights, and unparalleled networking opportunities. Now, this is going to be happening from October 15th through the 16th in Miami, Florida. Love to see it. They do include some agenda from October 14th into the 16th. This is very vague. We'll probably get a lot more information when we do get closer to that time, just like 2023, right? We didn't really have much information around 2023. We only got the venue and agenda and stuff like that. And then when we got closer, we were finding out who was actually going to be there. They do also give us some highlights from 2023. There's a lot of partnerships. There's a lot of great discussions. We start to see a little bit more of an insight into tokenization. That's actually where you heard Artix's CEO talking about $30 to $50 trillion all on the XRP ledger by the end of 2025 around tokenization. But there was some heavy discussions at the Swell 2023 event. And I do believe that this time around, we will continue to see that pattern play out. And I also do think that we will start to see some pretty big partnership announcements and who knows what after the fact. So very excited about this. Definitely mark it on your calendars, October 15th through the 16th. Once we do get a lot more information around this, I obviously will make another video talking about that. But remember what Ripple Swell really is. And over here we have from Joel Katz, David Schwartz, Ripple CTO. He is giving us an insight on what Ripple Swell really is about. Check this out.
Yeah, there's over 300 financial institutions in various stages of deployment, and that's where you. And I think I'll give you another interesting statistic.
Show the extent of going from proof of concept to now you have a robust, ecosystem of banks and financial institutions. That was the purpose.
Right. And one of the key pivots on that for us was Swell. So if your listeners don't know what Swell is like a conference that Ripple started to allow our customers to kind of talk to each other and potential customers. And one of the key pivots for Swell was when we realized that we had customers who were on our network who just weren't exchanging, who just didn't know that they were there. So there might be some customer who had some capability to clear funds in some place. And there was another customer who just didn't know that was available on the network. And so we started sort of matchmaking between our customers. I'm not allowed to call it Tinder for banks, so I won't do that. But the basic idea of what...
I remember hearing about this and I'm like, wait, a crypto company is running a banking conference? What?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It's great. It's awesome. I mean, just that, it shows where we are today.
And again, this was an older clip. This goes back to, I believe, 2018 maybe. And it's just crazy because this is still looked at as a crypto event, even though when you look at some of the speakers, even go back to 2023, look at the speakers at 2023, right? They're all major banking players. So this is why I'm very excited about this new Ripple Swell. Prime location, Miami, Florida. Guys, this is very exciting. Might have to go to Miami in October. We'll see. But very exciting stuff. Now, outside of this, we have over here Ripple, a prominent crypto technology company, has reportedly withdrawn its investments in Bitstamp and Tranglo. According to Crunchbase, the reasons for the exit from Bitstamp are unclear, but it may be linked to Robinhood's recent acquisition. Now, I do find it very interesting that they are getting away from Tranglo. Tranglo was a very big player, but it seems as though Ripple is getting rid of some extra baggage. I think that now, as we really kind of look at them, you have to remember, Ripple and MiCA became one. Really, if you look at MiCA, that's all Ripple really needed. I mean, it's a all-in-one package. Now, a lot of people have been speculating, yes, we know Robinhood did purchase Bitstamp back in the beginning of June. This was for a $200 million deal. Very interesting. I mean, honestly, as we really kind of look at acquisitions, Robinhood spending $200 million on Bitstamp is wild to me. But this is right at like the middle of the bull run. I think that Robinhood thinks that they can pretty much cash in quick on this. Got to remember how much they're going to be making off of the fees alone. So I assume that that's what their business model is based upon with this. But this also gets me thinking. Tether got delisted on crypto exchange OKX back in March, and this is for EU users. Now, mind you, this was for, the preparations of MiCA. Following this, we got back in June, the end of June actually, Bitstamp drops Tether's Euro stablecoin amid new MiCA rules. Kraken considers delisting USDT in Europe due to MiCA rules. And then also Uphold did delist Tether. This was back in, I want to say June. Yeah, it was, the end of June is when MiCA went into effect. I believe that Tether got delisted off of Uphold around like the end of June as well. I'm pretty sure I remember around the end of June. But regardless, it did get delisted on not only Uphold. Kraken was considering it. Don't know if Kraken pulled the plug or not. Bitstamp and also OKX did delist it. So 3 exchanges, 3 very large, prominent exchanges that a lot of people know about did delist Tether. And why am I bringing this up? Well, let's take a quick look at this video. This is actually from Paul Barron. XRP Drops is dropping it over on X. And we have, according to Crunchbase, Ripple has recently made 2 exits, Bitstamp and Tranglo. If so, what could be the strategy behind it? A potential relisting of XRP on Robinhood? That would be another huge move on XRP. Check this out.
Updated Ripple investment exits and a couple of the points that they hit on. Remember, Bitstamp was an exit probably due to the Robinhood acquisition, but you also could kind of see there were some other things they exited out of, including MoneyGram and Tranglo. So are they prepping for what could be a very interesting time? And remember, Robinhood buys Bitstamp. This was a $200 million deal. It was a bit of a surprise. So how is this all connected? And is this connected? I think when you look at some of the strategic things that are playing out, it could get pretty interesting, including a possible listing right here, rumors of a relisting on XRP over on Robinhood. This could happen as early as next month in August. I think that would be another huge move on XRP. Further out here, I want to talk updated Ripple investment.
Now, yes, if XRP gets relisted on Robinhood, remember how massive Robinhood really is. Now, do I trust Robinhood? Do I think that's a great exchange for crypto? Absolutely not. But we got to remember that it getting listed on Robinhood again, because it did already have a listing on Robinhood, but it got delisted when the SEC sued. It would be very big for XRP. But this goes much deeper than just, Ripple's pulling out of Bitstamp because Robinhood. I don't think that that's necessarily it. If we actually go over here, we have Paul Barron speculates whether Bitstamp has delisted Tether's euro-pegged stablecoin to make way for Ripple stablecoin RLUSD or Real USD. Now, this is building upon the fact that, Ripple's pulling out of Bitstamp. Like, what's going on? Like, is Ripple going to have their, is there points of interest around this that could ultimately cause problems for Ripple if they were still invested into Bitstamp? Tranglo doesn't really make much sense to me. I think that was just mainly getting rid of baggage. Like I said, I think that this is more so paving the way for MiCA. I should say Ripple, because Ripple is now MiCA, to really kind of take the lead here. So I don't think that they're really kind of looking at Bitstamp or even Tranglo possibly as a good investment anymore, because I think that they're now in competition with both of them because of their Medico acquisition. But check this out.
Quick at this tweet, because this is where it gets interesting, because this is MiCA enforcement, stablecoin approaches. Next money onwards, you're going to see a lot of the EU now delisting what's happening on Tether, including, guess what, Bitstamp already delisted. Back to the Robinhood acquisition. Is this something that maybe Robinhood is making way for an XRP or a Ripple stablecoin playing into this? Because remember, Tether still large percentage of the market share overall. If you look at the current status in terms of market cap, next up would be USDC, of course. But I think this is could be a huge opportunity for what's going to happen with the Ripple stable token. One other.
No, yeah, I mean, as we really kind of look at stablecoin initiatives and what Ripple is really focused on, I really look at why they invested into Bitstamp originally. So this is why I'm saying that, Ripple is really kind of getting rid of baggage. We have Ripple president explains why the company acquired a stake in crypto exchange Bitstamp. This goes back to May of 2023. We have Ripple recently acquired a stake in Bitstamp for an undisclosed sum. Ripple president Monica Long told the block that the stake acquisition in Bitstamp will help the company grow its global presence and go beyond payments. If we actually look down here, it's fully focused on and off ramps. We actually have, like Ripple, Bitstamp has a long established history in the crypto industry. They're a trusted and leading exchange, particularly in their enterprise-grade and institutional offerings. They have been a valuable partner to Ripple, and as such, we are excited at the opportunity to invest in their business and deepen our partnership. So, again, this is more so just kind of focused on making crypto accessible. And if we actually look at institutional grade custody on Ripple's website, remember, this is what Medico became. We could see scale bespoke business models in new markets with the digital asset economy. And this is all through, trading, tokenization, use cases around this, new asset classes, but it's also on and off ramps. Even if we actually look down here, we can see security and compliance, agility and flexibility, connectivity and networks, like access support for all relevant distributed ledgers and tokens, including direct access to crypto exchanges and custodians. This tells us that, we don't really need to be investing into on and off ramps. If I was in Ripple's position, I would be like, screw Tranglo, screw Bitstamp. I don't need any of it because of this. This is basically that all-in-one platform that connects to everything. So realistically speaking, by having something like this, it's already a direct connection to these other exchanges, to these other custodians, these on and off ramps. But also remember, right? Ripple's custody solution is for institutions. What's the key thing to focus on when it comes to crypto? Mass adoption. It's not so much, everyone knowing about crypto, investing and utilizing and paying with crypto. No, it's banks, institutions, people know these big names. When you say Bank of America, Citi, JP Morgan to somebody, outside of crypto, 9 times out of 10, they're going to know what you're talking about. That one time, it's probably somebody that's not really paying attention at all. But everyone knows about these names. So they are either one, banking with a prominent name or not. They know these names. They have exposure to these names. Maybe their bank account is through one of these names. Those names tapping into Ripple's custody solution, for an example, Bank of America utilizing Ripple's custody solution, all of a sudden, Ripple doesn't care about on and off ramps. They don't care about those users on Bitstamp because now they already are tapped in with millions and millions and millions of users through just one bank. That's why I look at this and I'm like, well, I think it just makes sense for Ripple to get rid of all that baggage. But also remember Medico, right? If we actually look at this, we have connect and embed, tokenize and manage, store, trade, and transfer. Like this was all infrastructure grade for institutions. But also over here, we have wallet services and custody are foundational for unlocking all other market opportunities. And this is literally a full breakdown of a bridge to DeFi, crypto on-ramps, crypto off-ramps. Like this is all through Medico. So as we think about this, this is what Ripple bought into. They bought full-on infrastructure. They bought things that you would not really get through other acquisitions unless you were acquiring like 5, 10 different names. So they got pretty much an all-in-one umbrella. And remember that Medico already had all of the major connections back to those prominent banks, those major names. Like to me personally, as we really look at what Ripple just did, I actually think that this benefited them a lot more than people think. I think that they're looking at this and saying like, oh, well, what's up with this? What's going on? Like, and just speculating in a negative way. I actually think that this is very good. I think that it bolsters the claim that Medico is that new technology, that new infrastructure technology for these major institutions. And I think that this is really going to bring in a ton of users, because when we really look at this, all of those users of any institutional grade product are going to instantly be tapped into DLT and blockchain. That's how we achieve mass adoption, is users not really knowing what they're using, what they're doing outside of just the UI. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.